On his album Sign of the Times, released in 1978, he played and recorded all 27 instruments, including vocals. Although he died in 2016 due to an unfortunate accidental overdose, the artist Prince continues to be a source of inspiration for many people today. Today, I'd like to talk about some of the impacts that he made on society, including his individuality, his creative style of music, and how he used his voice to empower others. First, I want to talk about how Prince's individuality helped redefine what it means to be an artist. Prince was a unique individual and performer. An article by Wired talks about how Prince was known largely for his musical ability. In 1993, he changed his name to protest his contract with the Warner Brothers studio. The unpronounceable symbol he changed his name to was known as the love symbol. He didn't want the industry to control his identity or his music. He wrote the word slave on his face because he saw his contract with the studio as a form of enslavement. To further emphasize his individuality, unlike many other artists who rely on band members to help create albums, Prince recorded his Sign of the Times album himself. This is another reason that Prince fought so hard in the 90s with the Warner Brothers studio regarding the ownership of his work. Why shouldn't someone who recorded everything themselves be the owner of their hard-earned work? Prince fought back and advocated for himself. His acts of protest shocked and inspired many to not be defined or owned by others and helped others fight for their freedom. Now that we know who Prince is, I'd like to talk about how he had a unique style of music that should be recognized as a model to follow. Schools would benefit from studying Prince's music style. Prince excelled in combining genres of music to create masterfully executed compositions. An article written by the Michigan Press talks about how Prince used elements of rock, funk, and R&B. In addition to a unique musical style, he also challenged racial norms and other stereotypes. When the studio tried to control the release schedule of his music and limit how much of his work he could share with his audiences, Prince rebelled against the system. The way he faced and overcame adversity would be beneficial for students to learn. In addition to this, by challenging the studio, he not only stood up for himself, but also for other artists like Taylor Swift, who followed in his footsteps and fought for what was hers in the music industry. As we've seen, there's a lot that Prince has done for the music industry. Now, I would like to talk about how his actions help empower others. So let's talk about different artists that have followed in Prince's footsteps. Artists have been inspired by Prince. In an article published by The Consequence shortly after Prince's death, the author talks about how The Weeknd, a popular artist today, used Prince as inspiration for some of his work. The Weeknd song Starboy was 1000% inspired by Prince and David Bowie. The Weeknd also states that a lot of his musical direction was inspired by Prince. Frank Ocean is another modern artist who claims that Prince was a huge source of inspiration for him. Ocean has stated that he is more comfortable in his sexual identity because of Prince's freedom. Finally, Bruno Mars has been inspired by Prince. Bruno Mars is known for his performance ability in our current generation and has made appearances at the Grammys. Performances like 24K Magic were largely inspired by Prince. At the 2017 Grammy Awards, Bruno performed Let's Go Crazy as a tribute to Prince performing in a Prince-like wardrobe and playing the guitar. He attempted to embody Prince as best he could to truly dedicate the performance to Prince's legacy. Today, I've talked about how Prince made a large impact on society, inspired many with his individuality and creative style of music, and used his voice to empower others. Prince was revolutionary in the way that he performed. He fought social norms and broke boundaries in his musical style. His legacy continues to inspire people today, including the artists who carry his legacy through their music. Prince not only played the music he wrote, but he embodied it. We mustn't forget this influential artist and all that he did for the world of funk, pop, rock, and many more.